Welcome to this short demonstration. In this demo I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use the Smartlaunch API. And for that we've built a VB.NET example which is available on GitHub, and you can see the URL up here. And in this sample you can actually follow along by downloading the source code right here. And I'm just going to go quickly over the code so you can get an idea of how it works. So basically the neat thing about the Smartlaunch API is that it allows you to use the internal Smartlaunch functions such as create user account or add money to a user account or calculate the price for time. So for instance, a example scenario would be that you have a website for an internet cafe or for a gaming center, and now users can log into their own Smartlaunch account and they can top up their account with a credit card, for instance. So let's go have a look at it. I've already downloaded the source code, so we have it available here, and I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, which I do here. And once I open up the sample demo, I can see, there we go, you will see that you have two different projects. You have a demo project and you have a TCP interface project. The TCP interface project is actually just a .NET DLL file. For each different language, let's say you want to use PHP, for instance, you would have to develop an equivalent interface or DLL that you can use to communicate with the Smartlaunch server. It's actually very basic. There is a communicator. I'm not going to go too deep into the code here, but there's basically a communicator which is a TCP communication which connects to the Smartlaunch server and sends XML commands to that server. And besides that, we have for each of the different, the rest here is just helper functions. Besides that, we have some functions for each of the different types of objects that we can work with in the Smartlaunch API. And in this case, we have computers, we have events, news, we have also users as well. And you can again create the equivalent in any type of language. Right now, we just focused on .NET in this sample. Okay, so let's give it a go. In this demo we have a demo project which uses this DLL, and if I open it up then we can see quickly that we have this test interface. And now as you can see out here, I already have a Smartlaunch server running on my local host, and in my demo project I've set up this project to connect to this localhost server. So if I do a test connection, what actually happens here is that my test demo here is going to log into the Smartlaunch server with a username and a password, which means that we now have access to all the different functions in the Smartlaunch server. So that could be any employee account that you use to log in with. Now I can, for instance, in this case, get a list of all the computers in a specific layout group. Usually that's called the all computers layout group. And you can even get the positioning of the different computers. In this case, I have not set up anything, but that will come automatically as you use the Smartlaunch administrator. Besides that, I could, for instance, get user information. So let's say I want to get information about a specific user. I just type in any username, in this case test, and I can get some specific details. Now there's of course not much in my sample demo here, but you get the idea. Besides that, we could decide to maybe deposit money. And in this case it's an integer, but it of course adjusts to whichever currency that you're using for that specific cafe. So let's for instance deposit some money here to the user account, and it just responds back that the money was successfully deposited. One last sample would be how to get the price. And let's say you have 60 minutes and you want to get the price for 60 minutes. In this case it's 0 because I have not set any pricing up for the server, but it will basically work for any type of pricing, even very advanced pricing setups. You can get the price, and for this, for instance, you could calculate the price in case a user wants to buy an hour, so it would automatically adjust based on which user group he belongs to, if he's a member or a guest. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to show in this quick demo. I would urge you to have a look at the code here, specifically these different function codes, which reveals all the different types of functions that you can call. And we will also be adding, we will be adding a lot more functions as we go along. So if you have any specific types of features that you would like to get added, then of course just let us know. Thank you very much and enjoy.